Hey guys, it's ARIBA and I'm back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite blowout technique. It's a voluminous, long-lasting blowout using the lock and twist technique. For this style, I'm going to be using two round brushes and they're both 2 inches wide. Mine are actually concave, which means that they're curved inwards towards the center. You can also just go in with a regular one that's not pinched in the center. These work just as well. I personally like the concave ones because I feel like they lock a little bit better, but these lock just fine. So if you don't have a concave one, you can definitely use one of these. It's perfectly fine. What you want to avoid are the natural bristle brushes. These do not lock well. They get really tangled in your hair, especially if you're starting off and this is your first time blow drying your hair. You don't want to start with these. So hair actually sets once it's heated and cooled in the same exact position. So once I lock in one brush and I start working on the second piece, it gives this piece a chance to cool down while it's locked into my hair. So if you want to see how this style is done, keep watching. To help add volume to this style and to control my frizz, I'm going to be starting this style using Elevate from Unite. To help distribute the product evenly, I'm just going to take a little bit at a time and comb it through my hair using my fingers. And I'm just going to massage it into my hair just to ensure even application. Once all of the product is in, I'm going to grab my large paddle brush and start smoothing my hair dry. As I'm roughly drying my hair, I'm focusing mainly on my roots and my mid-shaft, not so much on my ends. And the goal here is to remove about 50% of the moisture from your hair before you start round brushing. So it should look something like this. To make my blow dry go a little bit easier, I'm going to section my hair. So I'm starting with a round section on the top of my head and I'm going to clip it away. And I'm going to section off hair behind each ear and put those aside for now. And one final section starting at the top of each ear going all the way to the back of the head, and I'm going to clip that away for now as well. I highly recommend sectioning your hair before this style because it keeps everything nice and organized and it prevents you from getting flustered. I'm going to number these brushes brush 1 and brush 2 so that it's easy for you to follow along. So with brush 1, we're going to wrap it around the first section on the right side and we're going to start blow drying in an upward direction. You want to direct the heat from the blow dryer in the direction that you want your hair to go. This will help keep the cuticle layer or the outermost layer of your hair nice and shut, so it'll allow your hair to look a lot more shiny. The best way to remember your positioning for your round brush is up and away. So the roots are being blow dried up and the ends are being blow dried away from your face. Up and away. And then just lock it into place. So now brush 1 has had a chance to cool, so we're going to unravel it and we're going to gently give it a twist as we unravel the brush. We're going to be styling our hair starting from the bottom up, so I'm grabbing a new piece of hair from the back section and I'm blow drying it in an upwards direction. And now I'm going to lock brush 1 into place. And now I'm going to unlock brush 2 and gently twist it as I unravel. And now I'm going to take brush 2 and start on a new piece of hair. Before locking the brush into place, roll the round brush several times around on the ends just to make sure that the ends are really nice and smooth. And now I'm going to unravel brush 1. Now I'm ready to start taking pieces from this section. The sections I'm taking are actually quite large, and that's only because I'm used to blow drying my hair. I do recommend that you take smaller sections of hair if this is your first time blow drying, just until you get the hang of this technique, or else you're going to get really flustered. If your hair is really fine, you should be able to take larger sections, but if your hair is very thick, you want to definitely start with smaller sections. So brush 1 is locked into place and now I'm working on brush 2, and as you can see I'm still blow drying in an upwards direction and I'm blow drying the ends away from my face and locking the brush into place. And now I'm unraveling brush 1 and starting on a new section. So for these sections in the back and the top of my head, I try and go as high as possible because this is where you want the majority of your volume to be. Unravel brush 2, and now we're going to start on the last section in the back of the head. And again, I'm blow drying upwards as much as possible and trying to rotate the brush on the ends several times before locking it into place. Unravel brush 1, and now we're going to start on the top of our head. I'm going to take a small horizontal section at the crown and clip everything else away for now. This is the part of the blow dry you want to go big, big, big. So I'm actually going to blow dry this section forward as opposed to upward. So as you can see, the roots are being directed completely forward before being locked into place. Just give it a final twist and it's locked. Unravel brush 2 from the back, and now we're going to start a new horizontal section on the top of our head, and we're going to blow dry it in the same way that we blow dried the previous section. So we're going to try and get the roots to go forward as much as possible and roll the round brush around on the end several times before locking it into place. Unravel brush 1, and now we can blow dry the final piece. I'm going to blow dry this last section the same way that I blow dried the previous 2 sections in my crown. So the roots are going to be blow dried forward and the ends are going to be blow dried back. So blow drying these last few pieces backwards like I did is what's going to allow me to be able to flip my hair in either direction and have it blend. Unlock your final brushes and you're done. A long-lasting, voluminous blow dry. I hope you guys enjoy flipping your hair around all day after trying this style. If you found this tutorial helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and my blog millennialmama.ca for more hair inspiration. Don't forget to subscribe.